Leo, welcome to your November 2024 General Tarot reading. If you've been with me before, welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome. I pre-shuffle the cards just to save time. I like to get right into the reading. Because this is a general reading, I highly recommend that you check your other signs, your sun, this is your sun, your rising, your moon sign, and where Venus was when you were born. If you don't know how to do that, there's a link for a free natal chart in the description box below. Two of these came out, so I got chose two clarifiers for you, pulled them, didn't choose them, pulled them, and so here we go. Okay, so we're starting off with your animal spirit guide for the month of November 2024, and that is, I'm using the ancient druid, the druid oracle deck. This, your animal spirit guide, is the hare. And the hare, I mean, he's fast. We know he's fast, like the tortoise and the hare. But among the druids, he was considered a shapeshifter, a very powerful shapeshifter. So you never knew where he was. You never knew if he was in this world, in the other world. He would be, darting, zoop, 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 here and there. You never knew. So I would say that because hare is telling you this, that this month, Leo, you've got to do things differently. Don't do things the way you always do. Get out of your habits. Don't do what other people expect. If somebody's expecting you to have this dinner or eat that or look a certain way, change it up. Just keep everybody guessing for hare. And he's like zoop, zoop, zoop. So I'm going to feel that you're just too busy. You're busy, or you need to be busy. So let's just keep an eye on him and see what the rest of the reading says. What you have coming your way, this is the Lenormand deck. You've got the Mountain, which is, let's do that. It's blocks, hardships, hard things, climbing up the mountain to overcome, and mice. Now here's the thing, the mice are eating a piece of decayed food. So with blocks and hardships in your life, I feel like, Leo, there have been some moments where you've left things undone and little things have crept in. The food is decayed, it didn't get thrown away, so the little mice are picking away at it. So I would pay attention to details this month, especially the little things you might overlook. Pay attention, because this combination can also refer to problems with health, sickness. A sickness that hasn't been overcome, or you didn't take care of yourself properly, or someone in your realm didn't, and now it's causing more hardships and blocks because of the sickness. Maybe you or this person isn't strong enough to do what you need to do. That could be a block and slow things down of what you'd like to do. But definitely pay attention to details, because there are little things either eating away at your finances, eating away at your time, eating away at your health, even your romance, your relationships. So be very careful, because this not taken care of is definitely going to enhance the blocks, make things a little bit harder. So just a word of advice, you can definitely get through this, Leo, if you just pay attention to those little nitpicky details. Okay, message from your future self. I love this. And speaking of healing, relaxation promotes healing. Okay, so so that combined with the hare, who's like busy, fast, getting everything done, trying to do as much as possible in a day, it's not productive. Your future self, who's been here, done that, is telling you to relax, because you got to heal, and relaxation will allow you to heal. As you're healing, you're feeling better. As you're feeling better, your mind is clearer. You can make better decisions. You can see things more clearly. Relationships are better. You're not snapping at people. They're not snapping back at you. The tension has been eased up. So you got to relax more this month, even though you want to get things done. And this spread looks like you've been focusing and doing. But I feel like you're being told you need to relax for your health, plus preparing for the holidays. And what will help you also to remember, along with the relaxation, this pleasure card is about, this is a whole meadow, and it's light and dark, so we've got night into day, right? But in a meadow, there's just so many things in life to appreciate. and the star is right there and the moon. What you need to do is pay attention to the smaller things. You got to slow down, Leo. Slow down. You got hair here, and then this is telling you the opposite. No, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Take time. This is really take time to smell the coffee. Take time to smell the roses. Appreciate the moments. You're here to live, not to work. You're here to enjoy. You work so that you can provide yourself or your family with things so that life can be easier and you can have more time to enjoy. But the key is you can't wait till the end of the journey, because the journey is not going to end until you die. So the key is to enjoy now. So you're being told and admonished. You're being told by your future self, relax. You're being told to stop and smell the roses, slow it down, slow the journey. These steps, the way they're designed, because they're a little bit bigger than regular steps, you have to walk more slowly. You can't just bound up them, because you'll be overextending your step and you could fall. So you have to slow down. Every step you've got to slow down, and you'll make it. You'll make it to your destination, but you will have enjoyed. It's the journey that we enjoy. It's the journey we learn from, not the end result. Because once you finish, it's like the fool's journey in the tarot. Once you finish, what do? You start another one. So it's the whole process, and that's what you need, Leo. You're too busy or too focused on getting things done or working and trying to make things work that you're missing the parts that are most important. Okay, getting into the reading. You're starting off in the past position here, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is like, she gets it done. She's smart, she's psychic, she has her black cat. Back in the day when tarot was, created or formed, black cats were bad luck, right? But here we go. She's like, I don't care. Look at her face. She's haughty. She's got a grin on her face like, I dare you to say something. And the beautiful thing, Leo, I feel like this is your card. When I see the Queen of Wands, I think of a Leo, because she's got the sunflower, she's fire, there we go. And she's like, I really don't care what you think. And that's part of the message of this reading. I really don't care what you think. I'm going to have my black cat and I'm going to enjoy it. I dare you to say anything about my cat. I dare you to make any comments. That's what you're at. It's like, good for you, Leo. Excuse me. You also have the sunflower here. Sunflower, of course, is following the sun. Follow what lights you up. Follow your light and let your light shine. It's very important. In Spanish, the word sunflower is girasol, turn to the sun. So follow whatever lights you up this month, Leo. Be in your element. When you appear in your own reading, it gives you a place of power and authority. The reading is even much more powerful. So here you are, first tarot card I pulled. So you've got this going on. You're at the end of a cycle you're trying to close, or you have been trying to close a chapter. You've got the Death card in reverse. And whatever it was like slow going, and that could be some of the blocks that you are still experiencing. And it could be with a relationship or past relationship, but I feel like more than anything, you've got the support of your partner. If you're looking for marriage, this is definitely a marriage card, but it's also like a divine counterpart. It's the number 2, like twin flame card, definitely a soulmate card. So I think already I'm feeling good, and as we're going here, you start off as a couple, right? But you're focusing and focusing and focusing, and then eventually we're going to get to the Star card. It's all about blessings and wishes come true. But she's naked, and she's naked for a reason, okay? The water, of course, represents emotions. It's nighttime. She has flowers around her, and she's she's in the earth. Normally she's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but she's naked because it's just her and the universe. You come into this life naked. Generally, you're buried in clothes, but you're in the morgue naked. And it's just you, bare, with no facade, with no pretense. It's just you and Source. So this is you taking stock. And this is for the month of November. You need to just take that time, relax, work on your spirituality. Yeah, work on your spirituality and have much more communication with Source. Like, really take stock of what you're doing. In the present, you're looking at what you don't have, mourning what you've lost, what you don't have, and you've got to appreciate what you do have, because what you do have, you've got to really get back to writing in a gratitude journal if you haven't before. Start, but say thank you every day and try to think of 5 things, try to think of 10 things, try to think of one thing you're grateful for. You're grateful you woke up today. You're grateful you have food. You're grateful you have clean drinking water. Like those things that are taken for granted. You're thankful you have blankets. In the northern hemisphere, we're headed for winter now. We've had some chilly nights here, and you've got maybe warm blankets. Just be thankful for what you have. You've got, some of you have a partner that supports you. Some of you maybe be grateful that you've left the relationship instead of mourning over it, because you have people and friends to fall back on. You have other resources for things that you need. You have other talents and abilities if something was taken away from you. You're not without the ability to help yourself. You still have stuff in your arsenal, things in your arsenal, tools to help you. So you can change this around, definitely. And that alone, not letting go, having that mourning, that sense of loss, and not seeing what you do have, could also be part of your block or blocks. Okay, so in the center card, you've got focus and working, being diligent, working hard, reaping rewards, right? But this guy's alone. He's left the family. He's out by himself, just doing what he needs to get done. And he's consistent, he's being diligent, and he's making it happen. And that's fantastic. But there's a way to do it so that you're not running from here to there and here to there and trying to get so much done. If things, there's a saying, you can only do today what you can do today, Leo. And if you keep trying to squeeze every second in, you're missing out on life. That's not what living is about. So the way I like these are positioned, they're not, this is where this is what's done, and this is what he's working on, right? One at a time, one at a time. He's doing one at a time. So take one step at a time. And what you get done today, well, maybe he gets 6 done today, maybe he gets 12 done today, but he's doing what he gets done, and he doesn't do any more than what he can do, because you run yourself into exhaustion. I feel like many of you are running on empty right now, Leo, instead of enjoying it, following the sun. You're a sunflower, following the sun. That's what you are, Leo. You are the sun. You are growth and nourishment. You've got this, okay? This guy, 3 of Wands, he's looking out at his little fleet there. He's looking out at the ships. It looks like a desert, but upon closer inspection, there are ships out there, and he's looking at chances, opportunities that he should get out there and take, but he's not going to know what awaits him until he gets on one of those ships and goes. So if you're looking to start something new, you've got all these ideas, you have tons of opportunities. So Leo, maybe what you've been trying to do isn't working, and it's time to let it go. Because that could be the block right there. You're trying to accomplish something that is not meant to be. So it might be time to let go and start new, start fresh. So before you do that, obviously, now this is the 3 of Wands. The 2 of Wands is the guy who's finished his journey. He's rushed, and he's gotten everything done. He's at the top of his castle, and it's like, okay, now what? I did all that stuff. I got it done. I raced to the finish line. I got my castle built, and what's next? He doesn't know what to do now. He doesn't know what to do himself. It's like a guy who retires, or a person who retires. He doesn't know what to do, so now he's looking. The next card, the 3 of Wands, he's looking out, okay, so what are my possibilities? What are the adventures? There's more out there, and I don't know till I get on one of those ships. So take this time, Leo, to really ponder, communicate with Source, and be open to change, because change can be good, change can be fun, it can be exciting, it's acceptable. Things don't have to stay the same. Change is good. And you've got the Queen of Swords to help you in this energy. Queen of Swords, she's sitting above the clouds. She's above the clouds. Her throne is on top of the clouds. So she's in the clouds, above the clouds, which means she sees things clearly. Swords are cold steel. It's pure intellect. She cuts away bullshit. She cuts through the truth. She cuts away what's no longer necessary. And she's even looking upwards, ahead and upwards. She's not paying attention to what's going on underneath. She only seeks the truth. So, Leo, you've got to take that time to ponder and see, because you're going to get the answers that you need. And then, look, eventually, because this is your future, this is like towards the end of November, look, you've got the celebration card, 3 of Cups, partying with friends. Like, yay, I did it, I'm accomplishing things, or things are good, I feel lighter, I feel happier, and you will. You will. For some of you, Leo, be careful. 3 is also a pregnancy card, so be careful, be mindful. And if you have been wishing for a baby, this could be a very good time to take action. And I think it's a beautiful reading. I think you've got work to do. I feel like, but you're going to do it. You're going to do it. And the outcome, what we've got going into December, the end of November, and going into December, you've got the 7 of Wands in reverse. And this is a guy who's very tired. This guy's exhausted, he's beat up, and he's feeling a little bit defeated because all of this stuff that he's been doing hasn't been working. So you could prevent that. And so 2 cards came out, so I pulled 2 clarifiers. And look, you've got again your 8 of Pentacles. So you're going to be staying focused. You've got to stay focused. And if you pay attention and relax and do this part of the reading is what's going to help you avoid the exhaustion. Okay, so the relaxation, you've got relaxation, pleasure, take time to appreciate everything. And then with this, you've also got the 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is consistency and determination. Like this guy, he's consistent, he's determined, he's going one at a time. It's patience. It takes patience to do all this stuff, right, Leo? So take your time. Be patient, be consistent, like don't just goof off, obviously. Keep at it consistently, but don't overdo it like the hare. Don't rush and rush and rush and try to win the race, okay? Let me move that. Don't try so hard. Take the time. And then there you go. You've got the Hermit, who is, this is, in the tarot, the blue is always a positive card. This is daytime and sunshine and sunlight and seeing things clearly, clarity. And nighttime, well, this is evening actually, and so now this is the time of the more mystical. So you're taking that time with the spirituality. He's seeking further light, he's seeking further knowledge, he's seeking answers, but he also has a star in his lantern that he doesn't want to share. He doesn't want to share. He's holding up the light, but he's holding up the light on top of a mountain. Yeah, can you see the light that high, though? He's got to get lower. He's got to get closer to the people, I feel, to see what he needs. The blossoming, if you see this card, she's up. She's like all these flowers, right? And blossoming, we've got a waxing moon. Waxing is growing to illumination. She's blossoming. So your message is to open up and keep growing, and also enjoy, because this is also another meadow. You have 2 meadows here, top and bottom, and the meadows are about taking time to appreciate, slow down, and open up. And you'll be able to open up and heal by doing your relaxing, okay? And also the whale, you've got the whale card, and the whale is about breaching, okay? When the whale breaches, remember, the whale is living underwater, doesn't come up through the water. When they breach, they literally twist their bodies and jump up for a moment to be in the blue sky in another world, because their world is under the water, is under the sea. They come up just for that moment. They twist, they turn, they jump, they flip. They're joyful, they're happy, they're like, oh, a breath of fresh air, relief. And so your message also, again, like relaxing, is taking time from the mundane, doing something different, shape-shifting, but changing it up, getting out of your, go to the mall, go out for coffee instead of making it at home. Go out, get out of your situation, even for a few minutes or an hour a day, especially if you work at home. You've got to get out. You can't be a hermit. You can't be a hermit. You've got to get out. He's on top of a mountain and he's shining his light, but he's up so high. Can the people below see his light? No. You can't see a little candlelight up high on a mountain. You need to be lower, or you need a brighter light. So you, Leo, need to breach. You need to get out. You need to get out of your room. You need to get out of your house. You need to get out of your thoughts. You need to get out of your illness. You know, when we spend too much time thinking, that can make us ill. Our thoughts create our health, whether it's good or bad. Yes, pay attention to detail, but are you paying too much attention to detail? How are you going to know that? By relaxing, by taking time, slowing down. You can still be consistent, but you got to slow down, Leo. Okay? Relaxation promotes healing, and that is from your future self. So just chill. You got to chill a little bit. Don't stop. Just slow it down and enjoy the coffee. Smell the roses. Smell the roses in the meadow. Smell the roses in the meadow and all the flowers that are on her card, that are on her, blossoming. Blossoming. She's playing the violin. She's playing the violin. She's taking time to heal, to nurture herself, and look at the light coming from the violin. Her music, her light is shining forth. And I can promise you that's going a lot farther than the hermits. That's going a lot farther than the hermits. And she's under the moon. So there you have it, Leo. I think it's a good reading. I think you have some advice. I think you have things to do and not do so much. You still have your things to do. Going into December, you know, be consistent. Oh, also, I wanted to mention this particular combination could also be being exhausted in a relationship. You know, you guys maybe, because it goes across like this, you know, from this here all the way up to here. So you've got to not be afraid to speak your truth in your relationship as well, or with a boss, but speak your truth, set your boundaries, and you will just, as long as you're consistent, you do what you got to do, it's going to be okay. You're going to be okay, Leo. So I will see you next time, and thank you again. As my mom used to tell me before every reading, she used to say, stay spiritual, Jen. So Leo, stay spiritual, and I'll see you next time.